So let's start with this the procedure where we used to create reports using this procedure called ProcPrint. Okay. So basically, ProcPrint is is mostly used to print data in terms of all the variables or our required variables, and optionally, we can even print the totals and subtotals of the numeric variables. Okay. So precisely, this the syntax of ProcPrint options var variable list, ID variable list, by variable list, and we have under by we have page by statement, sum by statement, and last one is sum variable list. Okay, so sum and sum by, I mean, sum is something that we use it for numeric variables where we sum the particular data. Okay, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So let's go through one by one in terms of options and statements. Okay. The first is ProcPrint. So basically, we can just simply just mention ProcPrint run. Okay. If you mention that but if you mention this, it will print the latest dataset which has been in the it can be in the work folder. Okay. So no, so the latest in my work folder is class dataset. So without any, without giving any statement in terms of data, so, without giving any options in terms of data, it directly prints out the latest available dataset. Okay, which is a class dataset. And if not, if you want to print sorry, some other new dataset, just we can just use data equal dataset name. Okay, yeah. First option is data equal dataset name. Okay, next one. Second option is suppressing the observations, the OBS. We have OBS, right? If you don't want this OBS, number of observations, just suppress it using NOBS, no OBS, no observations. I mean observation numbers. So this way there will be no observation numbers. Next one. So in terms of OBS, we can assign it a name. Instead of OBS, we can assign it a name. So I'm assigning OBS equal to, the option is OBS equal to some name. Here I give instances. So I give, so instead of OBS, it will be stances, whichever name you wish. Okay. Next one, heading. So if you want, if you want to have heading in terms of the, currently the variables are in horizontal, right? If you want the variables to be in vertical, if you see here, the variables are in horizontal, right? And if the variables are, if the variable names you require in terms of vertical, you have to mention heading equal to vertical. That's it. Heading equal to vertical. Okay, it will end in the vertical position.
Okay.
We are recording this, right? Again, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one. Okay. So, no, you want to write a blank line, which is you want to separate each and separate observations. After the nth observations, which is nth can be any observation, can be a 5 or 10. Okay. If you see the data, if you want to separate observation after the nth observation point, which is fifth observation or the 10th observation. So if I mention 5 here, so it will separate the data after every fifth observation. So after the fifth observation. Okay. After the fifth observation, which is 5 here, and again 5, again 5, again 5. Okay. It just creates a blank line. That's it. You see? So I mean the data is intact, but it just gives the blank line after every fifth observation. 5, 10, and so on. Go ahead, ma'am.
Yeah.
Next one. N. So N is prints number of observations. For example, uh, you want to know how many observations are there in the data set. You just print N. So n gives you the number of the count of observations in this way. Clear, ma'am?
Yeah.
Next one. Yeah. So instead of variable names, you want, okay, instead of variable names, I'll just comment this. So instead of variable names, you want the label names to be the headings, column headings. So currently what we have column headings to be the variable names, right? But instead of variable names, I want labels to be their column headings. I guess ideally yeah, I mean, for every label we have, let's see, I guess, require this, yeah. For all the labels in SAS class, sorry, for all the variables, the default is the default label name is the variable name itself. So let's see. For name, okay, for name it is the label is of the name, same the variable name. I guess for sex is same. Yeah. Okay. So if you want to print out, if you want to print the label names to be the column headings. Okay, what you will do? You will simply mention label here in the options, in the data option, in the ProcPrint options, and again we have a statement called label statement. In the label statement, just mention sex equal, whichever variable name equal to the label name. Variable name equal to the label name. That's it. Okay. Yeah. So previously I used to have name here, right? So EMP name. And here gender. Here my sex here and it is gender here. Yeah. Next one. Some label. Okay. So okay. Yeah. So if we want to have uh by variable label, in terms of each summary line. I mean in terms of each summary line. Okay. So I want to display each by variable in each summary line, which is, so for example, if you have by variable in terms of ages, so each age will have a separate data. Okay. Okay. Let's see in this way. Okay. So the condition here is display the by variable label on the summary line. So okay, by variable label. So by variable is age. So I want to display age as a summary line. So each and every age I have a different data. Got it, ma'am? So this will give
Yeah.
you, so this is given by some label. Okay, some label. Sum is nothing but summary line, ma'am. Summary label. Okay, not the actual
Okay.
summary, not the actual summation, but it is a summarizing summary label. Okay,
Yeah, got
yeah,
it.
yeah. Next one. So for example, if you see carefully here, I have given name equal to emp underscore name. Okay, sorry, emp underscore name. Okay. For example, instead, I just want emp space name. That's it. Okay. Emp space name split across multiple lines, not just one line. Split across multiple lines. In order to have that, I'll use split. Split equal to star asterisk. Okay. If I mention in that way, label sex equal to gender, age equal to sorry, emp age. Okay. I'll mention this. You see, so these emp name. So I mentioned previously I used to have emp underscore name where I used to get in one line. So now I want that to be split into multiple lines. Okay. So I got emp, then again name. Same for emp, then again age. Got it, ma'am?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Next. So is something called width equal to column width. Okay, we have multiple options in terms of width, but we'll go through full. An option called full. So width equal to full. So width equal to full is something that whenever see we used to mention length specifically for each and every variable, and upon that we'll normally mention format width in format width, right? Remember, ma'am? We mentioned for 10, in terms of informats, we mentioned 10 dot, okay, cat 10 dot, or,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are called format widths, okay. And apart from that, we also mentioned length, right? Length variable 10 dot or 20 dot something, right?
Yeah.
Length statement. Okay, yeah. So, whenever we mention, whenever there is no length for a particular for a particular variable mentioned in the mentioned in the in the data set, or in the existing data set, okay, what happens here is it will if you mention width equal to full, it will automatically takes the formatted width, okay, whatever width mentioned in the format, in the given format, it'll consider it, okay. So that will be the default value. Either the default will be um in terms of character, the default will be the character variable width, or else it will consider the formatted width. For numeric, the default is 12 dot 12. Okay. So this is about variables, ma'am, not the data. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So if we no, let's see what is the variable formatted width. Yeah, it is length in the length is given here. No, anyways, it's okay. I mean, you see it, right? Sometimes we have format best 12 dot, best 10 dot, okay, char 12 dot, right? In this format and format. Remember, ma'am?
Yes.
Yeah, same thing here. Okay, in terms of width, it will consider the width. Whenever we mention width equal to full, it's always best to mention width equal to full. It will consider the maximum possible value of the particular column. Okay, next one. Next one. So this round. Okay, so it rounds the unformatted numeric values to two decimal places. Okay, unformatted numeric values to two decimal places. Okay. Because anyways we have form we already have decimal values, but still it'll just rounds the values to two decimal places. For example, we have for example, in the real time data, we normally we have data in terms of uh decimals. We have 10 decimals, 15 decimals, 5 decimals, and so on. Mostly it will be
Yeah.
more than 2 decimals. Okay, you simply mention round here, it will just bring it down to 2 decimal points. Okay, the option is round. That's it. Right now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
let's check. We have size. So it's Alfred. Yeah, you see Alfred is 69. So we got here 69.0. Right. Okay, it automatically gives you the two no two decimal points. Right, ma'am?
Yeah.
Mm. And the next one is 0. So eventually, it won't print 0. And next one. So next one, usage of statements with the respective options. Okay. First one is Any questions, ma'am, until now? No, on the options available here? Split, label, NOPS, sum label,
It's
blank,
clear, Rajiv.
blank line. Okay. Next one. Next one is statement with options. This, yeah. So it is where statement. Okay. So where is something that as it is always plays the same role, which is whichever variables you mention in the where statement, it will print those variables in the result window. Okay.
Yeah.
So whichever procedure you take it, the functionality of where will be the same. Okay. So you want to print specific variables in the output in the output. So it will eventually print whichever variables you mentioned in the where statement. Okay. For now. mm, So for example, I'll print okay. Sorry. EMP name, age, mm,
Six.
gender, height, weight. Okay, sorry, my bad. Six, yeah. Yeah. So it prints whichever data we mentioned here. For example, if I just omit these two, weight and height, so it eventually print only the first three. Okay. In this way, we can just convert when whichever data we want. The next one is where. So you know what is where. So where is something that it filters it filters the data to a specific condition. Okay. So I'll mention where here. So where sex equal to M. Okay, it only prints the data pertaining to male. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
So that is a where condition which we can use it here. Next one, ID. Anyone remember what does ID in block transpose?
Sorry, can you repeat that? What is?
What does ID mean in block transpose? ID. So remember we had ID, right? ID statement.
Yeah.
Any idea what does ID statement mean over there?
IDV. IDP used in the like
Do
the
we,
I um
do we have it actually in ID in block transpose?
Yeah, we have.
Okay. Then what is the purpose of ID? Do we have it in proc means? Yeah, okay, ma'am. Just go through it
I
once.
just
It's
sorry.
okay. It's okay. It's okay, ma'am. No, please go through it. Please go through it. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think, yeah, we used to replace the observation, right? OBS.
Sorry, ma'am.
Yeah, we used in the proc means. I remember that.
Do you have
So
ID in proc means?
the OBS column for the
No, I mean my point is, do we have ID in proc means?
no.
Please go through it. Please go through both proc means and
Okay, yeah.
proc transpose. Okay. Yeah. 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 Where is the, yeah. Next one is ID. So ID is something that, okay. So whenever no whenever we want to take the position of the, no, the first position in the data set. Okay. The first position, I mean the first variable, if we want that to be the a column name, so we'll simply use it ID. So because
Okay.
eventually OBS will be, OBS is the first column, right, in a particular data set. So instead of OBS, anyways, we are removing the OBS here. So instead of that, what we do is we'll simply use ID. So ID, it'll make the particular variable to be at the first position of the data set. Okay. So I'll simply use in this way ID DH. Yeah. We even have ID here, age, and again ID here. So instead of that, okay, clear, ma'am? So we got the data
Yeah.
at here, first place. So instead of that, what we do is we simply age from where statement. I'll simply move age here and put height and weight. Okay. So it'll just be one column.
Okay.
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 Yeah. Next one. By statement. Okay. I know what is by statement, but it simply prints data separately on the I mean, in terms of each group in the by statement. Okay. So whichever variable we use in the by statement, so the data gets the data gets printed separately on the by variable. Okay. So what is the first and foremost condition? Whenever we use by in a procedure, ma'am.
We have to do proc sort.
Sorter.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So make sure you do the proc sort of it by
Mm-hmm.
age. Already our data got sorted. We can't sort data, right, in terms of class. I'll simply mention out. Okay. Our data gets sorted and then use this class here. By zone mention. Okay. Anyways, ID, let the ID be there here and then by age. Yeah. So if you mention n here, it automatically gives you the data on each ID, sorry, on each uh, group by variable. Okay. Yeah. So So I got age is sorry, yeah, age is 11. So we got age on each by group. Okay. And for example, if I mention some label here, it'll be more clear. Some, yeah,
Mhm.
there's some label. Happen to it. IDs, I guess ID is no more required. Let's see. Aren't we mentioning label? In mentioning label, right? Some label, it is some label. Yeah, happen now. By age, a second.
Yeah.
EMP age equal to 11. Why is it so? Oh, okay, we are using label as age, right? Okay, anyways.
Yeah.
Mm, that's okay. What we'll do is we'll just mention hyphen here. Okay, EMP age equal to 11. So employee age equal to 11. So all the ID in this employee age 11 in that way. Okay, it will be more clear for you. Yeah, anyways, so same thing, we can even mention with the help of ID also. Instead of all these things, we can simply mention ID. Okay, because if you mention
Yeah.
ID here, there is no point of having summary one, right? Okay, yeah. So EMP age, because some label is something that it will give you the summary label, summary label of each and every by variable, right? But in terms of ID itself, we are getting data separately. So employee age 11, under employee age 11, we have the data of two observations, right, ma'am?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So we can use both ways, whichever we want. Next one is page by statement. Okay. So page by something that it prints data separately on each by group variable in separate pages, ma'am. Okay. So currently you are seeing data separately but in single page. But if you want print data separately in separate pages, we use page by.
Okay.
Yeah. You see? So this line there, ma'am, this line is something called it divides the page into different parts. Okay, which means
Okay.
we have each and every by group value is in different pages. Okay, one, two, three, four, five, 6 pages total. Right, ma'am?
Okay.
Yeah. Next one. Which is sum by statement. Okay. So sum by something called it prints totals and subtotals for all the numeric variables. Okay. So it prints subtotals on the by group wise. Okay, on each by group wise, on each by group variable wise. Okay. So we mention only one variable in terms of by group normally. So I mentioned sum by here. Sum by age. Okay. So whatever the numeric values will be there, all the subtotals and totals will be printed. Okay. See? So all subtotals. Okay. Height total, weight total, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So here it prints total number of observations is 19. 19 of all the observations. Next one, sum statement. Okay. So it prints subtotals and totals for specific numeric variables. Okay. So whichever numeric variable you want to print out, not all, but whichever but whichever you want, it prints those for those. For example, I'll mention sum of height. Yeah, only height will be printed. Subtotals of height will be printed. Right now?
Yeah.
I mean, this is the total. Okay, this total, and rest will be subtotals. Clear, ma'am? Any question here? Some, some, some by page by ID, where, label. Any questions?
It's clear, Prachi. It's clear.
Okay. So next we will go to titles and footnotes. Okay. So you know what is title and footnote? Basically, titles and footnotes something that whenever you want to mention some kind of titles to the data, which you know which to print out. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when we give titles and same like footnotes. So maximum 10 titles, maximum 10 footnotes can be inserted in a data. In a data. Okay. Example. I will see title here. Footnote. I mentioned footnote title. So let's see. So as you know, at top will be the title, bottom will be the footnote. So for each page, because we mentioned page by, right? So we get data page by. Each page, the name, whichever title you want, you can mention it, and so on. So in the footnote here, it's simple. Title, title two, title three, and so on. Footnote, footnote two, footnote three, and so on. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next one. Options, titles, and footnotes. So let's see. So there's something called in terms of options for titles and footnotes. We have quite a few options. Okay. So justify, we have color, we have font, we have height, we have bold or italic. So justify something that whether we want the footnote or title to be aligned either left or right. Default is center. Okay, we say default is center. Okay. But if you want these to be aligned either right or left, you mention here in terms of justify either left slash right or left justify LR or J equal to left or J equal to LR. That's it. And next color name. Okay. C equal to color name. Color equal to color name. And font equal to font name. Height equal to height size. And bold or italic. Yeah. So let's go through it one by one. Yeah. So first I mentioned first title should be J equal to L, C equal to red, F equal to font equal to this one, height equal to 7. There's the title. Okay, I'll print this. Okay, there's something. So do you know this will be a report, a final report. Got it, ma'am?
Yeah.
There are many colors over here. We can use number of colors. Yeah. Next one. Okay. Yeah. So to remove titles and footnotes, what we normally use. What we normally do. You can simply mention title in brackets, or else just title to a footnote, or else title parenthesis, sorry, and quotations with null value. That's it. In that way, title will be removed.
Okay.
Okay. So no titles here. Right, ma'am?
Yeah.
Next one. Applying styles in ProcPrint. Okay. So how do we apply style in ProcPrint? Okay. So using proc format, we simply apply styles. So for F equal to red, M equal to green. Okay. Let's see the value of it. So I run proc format. Next ProcPrint. Just a second. Now apply this particular style. So last time I guess we discussed this part, right, ma'am? During proc format, remember?
Yeah.
Let's run this. Yeah, so here we got data. You see here, F is red, M is
Green.
okay, M is green. Yeah, here the value is foreground. Okay. Yeah. So we had to mention style equal to square brackets foreground equal to what? So our format name. Okay. So eventually, what does the format do? It will find out what is F and what is M in sex. Okay. And prints those values in red or green color. Right, ma'am?
Yeah.
So in this way now you can create multiple reports. We have many colors over there. Just a second. Next one is, so once you are done done with the reporting, what is the next step? To import this particular report into a different formats. Can be HTML, PDF, Excel, no, Word, no, whichever format you want. Okay, so let's start with this HTML format. So converting report into our HTML format. Ma'am, remember ODS statement, which we used previous long back, I guess. ODS HTML.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the
So what we do is we do the same in terms of ProcPrint.
okay.
Yeah. So what is HTML file? So why do you use file here? Remember anyone? Ma'am, why do you use file here?
So that is the
Want
location
to
where we want to send the report.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah. So because we are sending our data to the external source, right?
external files, yeah.
So we use file. Okay. The location of it. Next one. ProcPrint. Okay, that is done. Yeah. And what is HTML close? The last one is ODS HTML close. ODS HTML file and then ODS HTML close. We already sorted our data. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So now what we'll do, we'll just refresh this and see what is our demography.html. In .html, where is it? Yeah, here. Okay. I'll open this part. It'll be in this way, HTML file.
Okay.
Okay. Clear, ma'am?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next one. PDF format. Same thing. There's no change in it. That's the only change is just mention ODS PDF. At last ODS PDF close. Instead of HTML, just we use PDF, and here is .pdf. And the file name to be .pdf. This NOTC and not OC. Let me see. So I would omit the table of contents that is produced by default when producing. Okay, what is? Well, let's see what is this NOTC. Even I. Let's convert this report. Demographic dot. Sorry, my bad. PDF. Right. Let's open this portion. Open PDF. Yeah. Okay. You see here, ma'am, each page will have data in this way. Right, ma'am?
Yeah.
So let's see what does this option do. With table of contents mean, I guess this. So we are not providing any contents here. Anyways, I don't see much of a change. Yes. Precise the ODS, omit the table of contents. Bookmark list is produced by default and producing PDF or PDF mark output. Oh, okay, okay, okay. But anyways, we are, there is no table of content here, which was specifying here. It's fine. Yeah. Clear, ma'am, in this PDF report? Hello?
Yeah, yeah.
Next one is Excel report. Okay, Excel report. So what is the foremost thing? First thing is we have to change the location. Data. Last one is tire tax. Okay. Converting. Okay. Set Excel XP and not close. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we got the data here. Download this data. Let's second. Emma, look at the data here. So we got data on page by.
I can say the SAS Studio only.
Oh, okay, okay, sorry.
Mm.
How about no? Were you able to see the previous PDF and HTML?
Yeah, Excel we can.
Yeah, we have seen that HTML PDF.
Okay. Let me reshare it again. Reshare the screen. How about number? Is it visible?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is what? No, you get data in this way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So page by page. So we mentioned page by age, right? So each page by page. Yeah. Right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh I guess. Yeah. Yeah. So the next topic is so the next topic is, ma'am, it's on the printing the style. Okay. Proc print output with style equal to options. So how do we use? Okay, how do we use style? Different styles, right? We have this kind of style, right? Style on each and every data or header or OBS header, total, subtotal, grand total in that way. Okay. So that's the
Yeah.
next topic, ma'am. For now, we'll close it until here. Uh, can you just go through proc transpose, ma'am? Proc transpose.
Yeah.
Go to proc transpose and go to proc means. Okay. We don't have ID here. Okay. Proc transpose has ID. Okay. Go through that. Yeah. And let me know any questions, ma'am. So how about this topic? I mean, clear until now, until the
Yeah, yeah.
creating the proc report. Sorry, proc. I mean, creating a final report.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we still
So
have
to re
yeah.
so to remove the titles and footnotes, can we
Mm.
use like no titles, no footnotes? I have seen that option
Yeah, we
sometime.
also have that also. We can even use this also. No
Okay.
titles, no footnotes, or titles, footnotes, blank. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other question, ma'am, on this one? Please go
No,
through
that's it.
this. Please go through the syntax, ma'am. Okay. This
Yeah.
quite lengthy syntax. Where ID by, page by, sum by, sum. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what I say is, I'll also share you the proc report handout also. I would say go through proc report, ma'am, in your free time. Once we complete this proc print, and tomorrow, I'll complete this proc print. Once I complete this proc print, I'll even show you the proc report handout also. Go through that. Okay, go through that. Learn on your own, and let me know if any questions on proc report. Okay.
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 Yeah. Yeah. Anything else, ma'am? For today's question class?
No.
No, that's it.
It's
Okay. So please go through proc transpose, ma'am. Okay. And proc means also. Yeah. So in proc means
Okay.
we have quite a few options which we mentioned, right? Please go through that. Because proc means is very important in terms of in terms of data summarization. Whenever you have final data, you summarize it based on proc means itself. I guess one of the best in terms of data summarization, data population, and all. I mean, sorry, data summarization.
Okay.
Okay. So please go through that. Okay, ma'am. Yeah. So we'll wrap the session.
Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Rajiv.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.